All right, good morning, folks. Meteorologist Jim Howard here with you. It's 8:01 a.m. It's Sunday morning, a rare Sunday for me, filling in for this morning. Of course, we have the Olympics going on our regular NBC network, so no morning show this morning. But we've got you covered here on our streaming platforms through Facebook, YouTube, our other platforms, and interesting weather day. We're talking about a significant rain event, a nice soaking rain coming in as we go through the day today. I'm going to time that out for you guys, let you know when it kind of builds in, how long it lasts, when it gets out. The good news, no wintry weather. I say good news for most of you anyway. Most people I run into now say, that's it, we had our big snow event, don't want any more. Right now, I don't see any more, at least for the next 5, 6, 7 days or so. In fact, I do see mid-70s next week. So we're going to dig into that. Again, time to rain out for you guys as we wrap out the weekend on a wet note. We'll head into the holiday tomorrow with the rain out of here, a little cool down before that warm-up gets going. So lots to dig into. Feel free to throw a comment on Facebook. Let me know if the sound's okay. The shot, and I've got a couple of things showing a little bit of a red indicator on here, so let me know, make sure everything looks all right. I'm going to start you off with a live look. We'll take you outside the studio this morning. This is our Greenville live cam, where right now generally air temp mid-40s out there. The clouds have arrived, and the radar has been showing a light sprinkle or two. I'm not seeing out there as far as reaching the ground yet, but I'm going to be watching for that over the hours here. If we do see precipitation in the morning, and you will, it's nothing real heavy. It's nothing that's going to have you running for cover. I think intermittent on the wipers here or there, maybe just dampening a road or two here or there for the next couple of hours through about midday or so. That live cam, those clouds pretty well locked in all day long. All right, headlines for the day today, rain arriving generally this afternoon. All right, I'm kind of skipping over the light rains out there. The steadier, more persistent rains arrive this afternoon. And again, once they kind of settle in, they'll be hanging around for a good 12-hour window. So if we start around 2 p.m., it's going to be a 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. window generally on the rain. High near 60 here this afternoon. I'll call it cloudy and cool. Rain later, southeast wind at about 10. Should cover us on your breeze out there today. You might hit a little higher on the coast, maybe a 20 east-southeast out there on this. All right, satellite radar composite, last 12 hours. So that's 12 hours ago. Always look at the timestamp. See that sat 8 p.m. All right, so this was yesterday evening, all clear, coming in. Clouds, 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 and then the last few hours, those are light sprinkles, a few light raindrops coming through over the last hour or two. Again, nothing real heavy, nothing filling any rain gauges yet, and that'll change later. So I've got some things. I hope I'll be hopefully getting home around 10 or so. I think a few hours to get some stuff done out in the yard. That's the radar depiction at 8 a.m. Again, light raindrops maybe Bellhaven, I would say, Bath, Aurora, Newbern, down towards Pollocksville, light raindrop or two to Havelock, out over the Pamlico Sound, a sprinkle on the coast. And then along the Roanoke River, light raindrops there, it looks like, moving through over the next hour. Watch the rain chance. This is the next 2 days. From now through this time, late tomorrow, I should say, 7 p.m. tomorrow, so next day and a half maybe. Rain chance jumps after lunchtime today. 60, 70, 80 to 90%, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the rain through about midnight, 1 a.m. And then by the time we're getting up tomorrow morning, I need to move that sunrise a little to the left. Sunrise right around 7 a.m. and we'll be dry by that time. So if you're working tomorrow for President's Day, working outside, no worries. Air temp right now, mid-40s. Grab a jacket, throw the umbrella in the car if you're going to be headed out for the day. Even by lunchtime, a few lighter raindrops starting to pick up out there. Let's track the rain on the model data. Hour by hour, there's 8 a.m. this morning. Again, low to mid-40s. Roll that clock. We get in towards lunchtime, early afternoon, and the rain's building in. Generally light to moderate initially. Once you start seeing the oranges and reds, that's heavier rain coming in. Let me roll that forward a little bit, get you to 4 or 5 o'clock. Wet afternoon, wet evening. Thunderstorms unlikely, and the reason is you look at that graph of the air temps. Now I think those temps aren't warm enough. I think we'll be near 60 this afternoon. See the mid-50s to the south? That should be closer to 60, I think. Mesa down in Duplin County, you should be near 60 later. That little peak of sun, enjoy it. It's not going to last. Those clouds building in. You can see the 40s to the north. I think you guys will make 50s, but generally the 60-degree temp will be south of 264. No snow, no sleet, no freezing rain, no thunderstorms. This is the good kind, and we need the rain. Remember the drought conditions continuing out there. Let me roll it forward a little more. Here's 6, 7 o'clock. Still wet, dinner time, and there certainly will be some rain. You see that little dry pocket south. I think there'll be showers around right through the beaches through evening. Getting ready to head to bed tonight. Rain, rain, rain. Well, that's a wet map. Midnight, 1, 2, 3 a.m. Stumpy Point, Susan, you'll be wet tonight there. Those showers a little heavier out there. And if there's a rumble of thunder, that's where it'll happen. On the coast late tonight. Even out there, it's a long shot. Forget about severe weather. But maybe a stray crackle out night for a few of you. All right, we get towards 2, 3 a.m. The rain moves out. Sun comes up tomorrow. Or at least it rises. You won't see much in the morning. Cloud eyes, air temps tomorrow morning in the low 40s. So we'll just start on our Monday. And those clouds are going to be tough to get out. The dry slowly filtering in as we work through the day Monday. So waking the clouds up, I think, after midday. And those temps, I think in the 50s. Again, I don't think the model's warm enough. That'd be 5 or so, more like a 52, 53. Monday AM. All right. The air temp will chill back down as we go into Monday. We'll be down near freezing, if not an upper 20, I think, early day morning. And again, mostly clear. Those few clouds, not much. That might be a touch of fog in the morning. You can see that clear out. Tuesday afternoon, that looks good. Sunny skies. Temp hits 60, and that's the beginning of a big warm-up. After the rain today, the big weather story will be the warm air coming in here next week. I'll get to that in the 8-day in just a sec. Rain potential. Model data adds up the rain now through tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And the model's spitting out an inch of rain, give or take. I think most of us will likely hit an inch of rain. Where you see a half an inch, I think that's a little too low. So an inch on average would be an inch to an inch and a half, and that does include Martin County, Elvira. Good morning up there in Williamston. Rain's coming your way as well. Sprinkle or two this morning. We'll all get wet out of this. Everybody should do pretty good. And again, I know it's the weekend, but we really need this rain, folks. Temps today, upper 50s to low 60s this afternoon. AM clouds, PM rain. Wind direction generally southeast. Maybe a little bit northeast to east this morning, more southeasterly this afternoon. About 10, maybe 15 on that wind. Let's track the winds for you. There's that generally light breeze through about midday. I see a bit east flow there to southeast maybe this afternoon. 10, 15 on the winds. Take you through the overnight tonight. Watch that wind turn as the rain moves away. Low moves off the coast. Winds turn almost north tomorrow. So a little cooler airflow and breezy. That's sustained winds. 15 into the afternoon, so we'll gust 20 plus. North wind, cool north wind under that cloud deck tomorrow. Into the evening hours, clouds are out. Winds come down Monday evening. And starts to relax things a bit. There's your temp tracker, 60 this afternoon to 53 tomorrow. And again, most of the temps I showed you on the models were a little bit underneath those numbers. I think we'll get a little warmer than that. Judson Simpson over in Janesville. Good morning to you and your dad up there in County. Do your outdoor stuff this morning, Judson, if I'm pronouncing your name right. Later this afternoon, that rain will settle in. And again, it's for 2 in the morning. But when I talk about a sprinkler or two, really for me, That's reasonable. I do the morning show. If you've been watching me for a while on the morning show, I don't like to sound alarm bells unless the rain, I think, is going to impact doing outdoor stuff. A few sprinkles, you're okay. Maybe a quick passing light shower. I might put here 30% on that. I'm not going to put a 60% for a few sprinkles moving through here or there, and that's what this morning is. That's why I had that percent on this morning. I just don't see much until later today. And what I'm implying to you is you can do outdoor stuff this morning through lunchtime. You should be okay. Watch me get burned on that now. Satellite radar, I'm going to go to the big map. We'll stretch that for you. Give you the wide shot, I think. Maybe there she goes. The light rain gets heavier back to the west. So everything moving from west to east. And you can see that well-defined spiral. If I didn't have that low on there, you could identify it just by that counterclockwise twist in the clouds and the rain wrapping around. The low is like a vacuum. When you see an L on the map, that's the center point of the lowest pressure. So the pressure all around the low is higher. It's like I'm pulling in that air, sucking it into the low pressure center. So you draw the wind into the low, all that air converging around the low rises. The rising air takes the water vapor up with it into the colder air loft. It condenses, you get rain. Meteorology 101. Your winds move to the low, air rises, carries the moisture up, wring the rain out. That's all driving eastward again with the low. So let's track it. We'll go to the model data, roll that to the east into the afternoon. And again, that's a wet map later today. That low is staying south. So that warm air down there, they're going to see some thunderstorms down in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, a slight risk of severe weather down there. Not coming up here. Now, in 3-4 weeks from now, the warm air will be getting further north. It will switch out of winter weather season to severe weather season. Generally, for me, as we transition from February to March, my brain starts thinking more about thunderstorms. Not yet, though. We stay on the cool side of the storm. Wet weather, out of here tomorrow morning. Check out, that kicks out by 9 a.m. and we look good after that. All right, Monday afternoon, generally clearing skies. I put cold, that might be a bit of a stretch, maybe low 50s on Monday. Some of the models are showing 40s there. All right, where's the warm air? There it is. Check it out. Back to the west, tracking the warmer air as it heads eastbound around that ridge of high pressure. The good stuff gets here. Tuesday we'll be back into the 60s, and then Wednesday, Thursday, that warm is ours. Next front back there, it looks like a weekend, next rain chance. Maybe Thursday, Friday, but I think more weekend the way it looks. There's way late day, looking good, the warm air. When I say warm, generally I don't use that unless I'm thinking we're going to get to 70. So yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 70s coming our way. That's nice. Nice numbers for you next week. A few showers on the map Thursday. A lot of the data says no rain Thursday. I put a 20% kind of to cover that as we go into the day. Dwayne, your news reference there, that news story on the missing person, I'll pass that over to the news department and they'll see if they can follow up on that. We'll try to get back to you. That map again, as we towards late week, some rain, warmer temps, the bigger story to me. Kind of fine-tune the details on that rain chance late week as we get closer. That's a out. All right. Today, rain's moving in this afternoon, the sprinkle or two this morning, and then we get you into President's Day tomorrow. By late day, those clouds, I'm going to have to beef that cloud up a little. Sunshine comes in maybe mid-afternoon. A breezy 53, that'll do us down to freezing Monday night. And then up we go. Mid-60s Tuesday, sunny skies. Wednesday, the 70s arrive. Got some Pirate baseball going on. Home game on Wednesday. 73, great baseball weather. Thursday, clouds thicken back up, stray shower. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 30, 40, 40. Long ways out. Those numbers are going to change. Most of you realize that. Never lock in. Just get an idea. So when you look at that 8 day, and I'll pull it back up in a sec, once you get 5, 6, 7 days out, get the feel, the trend of the forecast. Don't get too detail specific. Over the next 2 days, the details are much better, the specifics. Once you get to 5, 6 days out, it's more of, when you look at this 8 day, okay, it looks like rain chances late week into the weekend, and as rain moves through, we'll get colder behind it. The exact timing on the rain, how long does the warm air hang in before the cold air arrives, all subject to change, all right? That's the way you want to look at that. So good news, the rain generally comes in late day. The real good news, the warm air coming in next week. 75, could that translate to an 80 for somebody? It could. Isolated 80-degree high possible as we get in towards late next week. All right, folks, enjoy your Sunday. Should be good through midday for the most part. Don't text me or email. There's a raindrop here. Isolated light raindrops through midday or so. And then again into the noon. Steadier rains settle in, trying to ease the drought a little bit. That's what you want to look at. And then we'll talk about that warm-up coming into next week. I'm going to pack up briefly at 9 a.m., get you updated on the radar, another quick look at the forecast. Until then, if you're headed out, enjoy your Sunday. Have that rain gear ready for rain moving in later today.